Thank you very much for joining us. There are 50 locally acquired cases of coronavirus across Victoria today, 50 new cases. 40 of those are linked to known outbreaks. 10 of those have their acquisition source under investigation by our public health team. 11 were in isolation for the entirety of their infectious period. And 34 people are in hospital. Some 9 of those are in intensive care, 7 on a ventilator. There are now, with these 50 cases, there are now 522 active cases across the state. Of these, 113 are between 0 and 9 in terms of age. 101 are between 10 and 19. And 92 are between 20 and 29. So I think that makes the point beyond any doubt that this is relevant to all age groups. And we have people in hospital from all age groups, and we have people testing positive from all age groups. So this is very much everybody's business, if that were ever in doubt. There were, very pleased to say, again, almost 50,000 test results received overnight, some 48,424, and we thank each and every one of those nearly 50,000 people. That's just a fantastic effort to come and get tested, acting on symptoms, testing when you're asked to test. Those results are critically important to us, knowing where the virus is and having the most complete picture in our fight against it. As pleasing, 29,810 Victorians were vaccinated in our state clinics yesterday. That's one of our strongest days, off the back of our strongest ever week. That's exactly what we need, more jabs in more arms and people coming forward to be vaccinated. There are, however, and I've got some significant vaccine announcements to make today, but just before I get to those, there are 41,101 vaccine appointments that are up for grabs. They don't have someone's name beside them for the balance of this week. They're in a whole range of different sites, but to give you just a few examples of where they are, 2,000 of those are at the Ford factory in Geelong. 4,600 of them are at Melton. 3,500 of those 41,000 appointments that are currently available are at Sandown. 1,600 of those are at Plenty Ranges Arts Centre in South Morang. Frankston's Bayside Centre has 1,300 of them. Shepparton, 900 appointments available there over the rest of this week, and 700 at our new drive-through in Campbellfield. That's not obviously the full 55 sites, but that's just a bit of a flavour of some of the capacity, some of the room for you to go online or to ring the number and book one of those appointments. So coronavirus.vic.gov.au or 1800 675 398. Those appointments do not have someone's name beside them right now. They are a mix, pretty much 50-50, of Pfizer and Astra. So please, if you're watching this now or listening to it, please go online, book an appointment. They're there waiting for you. But in even better news in relation to vaccinations, I'm very pleased to be able to announce that from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, some 830,000 first dose appointments over the next 4 weeks will be opening up. So they'll be open from 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, 830,000 first dose appointments. They will all be filled, I'm sure, and that will mean we will achieve our 1 million doses over 5 weeks. In fact, I think we will exceed the 1 million doses over the 5 weeks, such is the interest across the community. In really important news, we're able today also not only to indicate that we're opening up those 830,000 first dose appointments, we're also able to announce that from tomorrow, all 16 to 39-year-olds across Victoria will be eligible for Pfizer, because we now can be confident that the Polish doses are coming to us. They will arrive, and we're able to expand that program and open up eligibility for essentially all Victorians. There's only one slight caveat on that. 16 and 17-year-olds are not eligible for Astra, so they must be Pfizer. 18 to 39, it is both. They're eligible for both now from 7 a.m. tomorrow. Previously, obviously, that age group was only eligible for AstraZeneca. You make your appointment, you turn up, you will be offered both, unless, of course, you're a 16 or 17-year-old, or in the case of someone who's 60 and older, where Astra is the preferred vaccine on medical grounds. You will be able to access either of them. There are 450,000 of the 830,000 appointments I'm announcing will open tomorrow are Pfizer appointments. So 450,000 of the 830,000 are Pfizer appointments. They will open tomorrow. And this is a really significant announcement, and I think that every time we've opened up additional age cohorts, additional age groups, we have seen really significant and strong take-up, and we've got to that sort of 50 and 60% mark really quickly. Now, I just want to caution, there are like 1.2 million people in that age group who we don't think have been vaccinated yet. There's 450,000 Pfizer shots. In total, there's 830,000 appointments open. Not everybody will be able to book an appointment tomorrow because I don't have supply for everybody. I do have supply for 450,000 Pfizer shots and 830,000 in total, both Pfizer and AstraZeneca. The long and the short of this is get online, ring the phone number tomorrow, book an appointment, and turn up when the time comes over these next 4 weeks. Play your part in that race to 80%, where lockdowns are no longer something that we need to do, where our freedoms are, we're all much more free to do the things we want to be doing. And of course, we can resume our economic recovery in earnest. So this is a very significant announcement. I just ask people to be patient. There isn't at this stage enough for every single person who will want to come forward and make a booking, but if we can get these appointments out the door, if we can get these jabs into arms over the next 4 weeks, we'll achieve our target of 1 million. We'll probably do better than that, and we will be well on the way to getting to that 70% and 80% mark. Now, just for those who've already got appointments, please honour those appointments. There's nothing, I think, worse than the notion of someone who's booked in who then makes a choice to, instead of getting the jab today, they'll join a queue tomorrow. I want people to, if they can, please go and honour your appointment, turn up and get the vaccine that you have booked in for. I know this is always challenging, and there's always sort of the last day of one eligibility period and the first day of a new one. That's the nature of opening this up slowly. It's the nature also of not necessarily having every dose that we need on day one. Supply is not here to do everybody, so we've had to do this cohort-based model, and again, we're trying to make this as simple as possible. And we've now arrived at a point because we have supply, and I won't make bookings large scale, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bookings for stuff that we haven't got. That wouldn't make a lot of sense. But we now can with confidence offer those bookings. They'll be filled, those jabs will be administered, and we'll all be in a much stronger position. Can I thank everybody who's been vaccinated to this point? Can I thank all the staff who are doing that important work? This distribution, these 830,000 appointments, 450 and 380, Pfizer and AstraZeneca proportionally, they will be available at all 55 of our sites, 51 walk-ups and 51 walk-in and 4 drive-through. We are encouraging people to make a booking. A booking is the most important way and the only way that you can get into this system unless you are a priority worker. But we communicate with them separately. For instance, aged care, there is some priority lanes and things of that nature, but this is a very significant expansion of the program, and I look forward to seeing many people making bookings tomorrow and then turning up and honouring those appointments in the days and weeks ahead. We're putting on, just for completeness sake, there's 350 people who answer the phone at the moment. That's being increased to 500 tomorrow. But anytime you are trying to fit 1.2 million into 450,000 or even into the whole cohort of 830,000 doses, you know, there will be some tension there and there'll be some pressure. I ask people to be patient. If I had supply for everybody, then everybody would be able to be booked. I don't have supply for everyone, but we do have additional supply, and we're making that available to as many people as fast as we possibly can. And that's why tomorrow from 7 a.m, those appointments will be open. I now might ask Jerome to speak to the outbreak map, as it were, to give you a bit of a sense of all those links in those chains of transmission, and then we're happy to take any and all questions you have.